Jess takes her time as she walks down the hallway, checking the rest of the offices. They're empty, aside from one office with two strange-looking robots cheeping at each other. When Jess opened the door, they both made high-pitched noises, so she just closed it. She couldn't tell what they were doing, hovering over a metal frame, possibly building another mecha suit? There aren't many employees, but because this is Master Mischief's secret lab within Monroe Industries, that does make sense. The criminal mastermind would have a whole crew working away to help plan. The criminal mastermind could have a whole crew working away to help plan his elaborate pranks. But using just robots makes sense too. The two robots down the hall didn't look anything like Mon robots Jess has ever seen. Experimental division, Jess reminds herself. She walks through the main lab to the elevator, but the receptionist's desk is empty. Abby? Jess calls out. Abby's desktop projector scrolls a line of text, which reads, "Running an errand on the 7th floor. Be right back." She plops down in Abby's swivel chair, spins about playfully and hums. She sits upright, curling a loose strand of hair behind her ear. What's it like to be Abby Jones? Beautiful and put together all the time? Footfalls echo down the hallway, and Jess jumps. Abby appears, sprinting. Did she take the stairs? She's not dressed in the stylish skirt-suit combo Jess has come to associate with her at work, but in what looks like a black fitted shirt and yoga pants with a funny-looking dot pattern running down the sides. Her stockinged feet make soft noises against the tiled floor. Her hair isn't in a French braid or any other complicated style, but is pulled into a messy ponytail with strands of red curls escaping in a frizzy red cloud. Abby blushes and grabs a sweatshirt from her desk drawer. "Hey," Abby says, her face flushed with exertion. "Hi," Jess says. She's never seen Abby look anything other than picture perfect. Even at volleyball games, her hair has always been done and her makeup simple but elegant. It's strangely intimate that Abby is okay like this in front of Jess. I was working on a mechanical project for M and my clothes got singed," Abby explains, as she struggles to put her arm through her sweatshirt. "Oh, okay, neat. Mechanical project?" Tendrils of smoke waft from Abby's hair in delicate spirals. "Yeah, I'm, working on an experimental robotics project for the company," Abby says. "I used to work on the 7th floor in the main research department, but I've got my own projects I can focus on down here. I like it. It's quiet, and being around the Mischief's business is great. I was just up there helping the team with a quick thing." "Cool. I didn't know you were into robotics. I was kind of telling Em you were wasted as the receptionist. Not that you couldn't be a receptionist if you wanted to. I mean, you're really talented and, The bodysuit is skin tight. Jess blushes, looking away from how fitted the workout clothes are on Abby, and she's just going to stop speaking now. Abby pats her hair until all of the sparks are out. "Did you need me for something?" Jess tries to get up, and Abby's chair continues to spin until Jess grabs an armrest to stop it. I was super daydreaming during English today and totally spaced out. Didn't pay attention at all. Did you take notes on Reinhardt's assignment for the next week? And how many chapters we're reading tonight?" Sure. It's chapter 5, and I don't have the notes for next week with me, but I can message them to you later if you want." Jess grins. "Awesome." She trudges back to her office, continues with the never-ending process of filing, and congratulates herself for a successful interaction with her crush. She whistles to herself. M comes back 20 minutes later, suit clanging with another box. "Hey, Em, are you, super strict on the dress code here? Obviously you're wearing a hunk of metal, and Abby's running around getting her suit caught on fire and now is wearing yoga gear," Jess says. "I mean, it would be super simple if I just came to work in the clothes I was already wearing for school." "Sure, you can wear whatever you want," Em waves to the empty lab around them. "No one will care." They work in silence, for until Jess's curiosity gets the better of her. How old is Em anyway? Is she another high school student like her and Abby? Has she worked for the Mischiefs for a long time? Does she know them personally? You know, I won't tell anyone who you are, Jess says, slowly, smiling. She looks up at Em, at her face panel, hoping she looks sincere. I mean, you already had me sign a non-disclosure agreement about the company and all the supervillain stuff, and I'm sure Mischief would find a way of keeping me quiet anyway. Em stands up. That's really not the issue. I'll leave you to your work. She scoots backward, exits abruptly, and clanks down the hallway. Okay then, Jess says, eyebrows raised. She thought that she and Em were getting on pretty well. She guesses the question is too personal. Chapter 6. At lunch the next day, Jess takes a bite of her peanut butter and jelly sandwich and promptly spits the thing back out. Ugh, it's still frozen inside. Bells nudges his container of carrots and celery sticks towards Jess. You can have half my sandwich if you want. Today his hair is bright pink and looks soft despite the product in it, to get it to stand so high. Jess loves seeing Belle's looks. He enjoys bright colours in both his hair and outfits, and changes his hair about every week. Jess has only tried to dye her hair once, with Belle's help, but her thick black hair refused to hold the colour longer than a week. Jess smiles, accepting the egg salad sandwich as Emma sits down next to them. She holds a lunch tray with a dismal offering. Sad-looking protein nuggets and cold tater tots. So, how's work been? Monroe Industries treating you well? Have you destroyed any robots yet? Emma asks. She picks at her lunch until Bells pulls out another sandwich from his backpack and hands it to her. Oh yeah, no, it was great. It's just boring office work. Like I said, I don't do any of the robotic stuff. I'm mostly in the file room, and their files are a mess because they moved, but yeah, it's cool. Abby Jones works there too. Emma's eyebrows nearly reach her hair. Abby? Wow, I wondered what happened. I mean, out of nowhere last week, she just drops out of the volleyball team, and coach is like, Hey, Robaldo? Hey, Robaldo. Robledo, maybe? Sorry. Here's a new uniform. I mean, I'm happy to be on varsity, but I can't really replace her, you know? They just picked me because I was the best JV player, but volleyball team still sucks without her. Oh, you're great though. You still have that awesome spike, Belle says. Emma shakes her head. Spiking is useless unless you have someone to set up the shot. And Abby was the best setter. Yeah. Jess takes a thoughtful bite out of Belle's sandwich. Emma nudges Jess, then catches Belle's eye, and both of them giggle. So, Belle starts. So what? You still like her, right? Emma teases. You guys are never letting that go, are you? Jess tries to fight the hot blush rising on her cheeks, but she can't. It only gets worse when Bells and Emma start laughing. Oh, come on! I never made fun of you for liking what's-his-face all last year. Emma looks at Bells, and they both burst into giggles. Okay, maybe I lovingly joked about it with you, but that's different. The two of you crush on people all the time. I don't know how you do it. You just like someone, or you ask them out, or then it goes away, or you like someone else, but like... Jess sets down the sandwich. You both have dated people. I don't even... It's okay. It's all out of love, Emma says, drawing Jess into a hug. So, what's it like? Do you have intense sessions of eye contact? Do you work together? No, not at all. Like, I barely even see her. We're on the same floor, but she does this complicated robotic stuff for the company, and I'm in the back sorting files for this side project. Jess stares at the sandwich and nudges a stray piece of egg back in. Oh, well, you get to hang out with her at least, Belle says. Jess shrugs. Maybe. There's another girl, Em, that works there too. She wears a mecha suit. I've been hanging out with her mostly. She's pretty cool. The words are already out of her mouth before Jess remembers the NDA she signed, and then she runs through the clauses. It was mostly about Master Mischief and secret patents and stuff like that, Mecha suits aren't extremely common, but Jess knows lots of high-tech factories use them, so it's probably okay to talk about them. Person in a mecha suit? Like Master Mischief used to clunk around in? Kind of. Monroe Industries is a tech company, so it makes sense. Bells laughs. Oh gosh, remember when Mischief did that thing where he like put soap all over the golf courses and then activated the sprinklers? Emma nods, then laughs. I totally haven't seen that video in a while, it's great. Here, let me pull it out. Emma pokes about on her DED until she finds the video. A grainy hollow of the golf course, its perfectly manicured grass startling green against the red-gold landscape of the desert. Jess and Bells lean close to see the projection, and Jess can't help chuckling before she even sees it happen. There's this movement, sprinklers going, bubbles floating everywhere, and in the midst of the chaos, Master Mischief strikes a dramatic pose. Then he attempts to fly out of the bubbles, but the suit freezes up. He gets a foot high in the air before the suit clanks to the ground, when Smasher and Shockwave arrive on the scene, apprehend him, and hand him to the authorities. This is your favourite part here, Emma says, rewinding the holovid with her fingers and pausing on the exact moment Master Mischief strikes his pose. Bells dissolves into peals of laughter, shaking as he slumps onto Emma's shoulders. She props him up. Look, I think there's one of this bit on a loop. Jess grins as she scoots back, watching her friends. A stray curl falls in front of Emma's face, and Bells tucks it behind her ear. Emma scrunches her nose and looks up at Bells, who looks away quickly. Jess bursts into giggles. What? Emma asks. Bells' eyes widen. Did you see this hollow of this cat Bells sent last night? Jess says, deftly changing the topic.